Folks, I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of dreading starting this episode because I know the dark story is almost over and I know what comes next, and it's not very fun. So here goes nothing. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and I like to edge Sonic on Saturday nights. Click the link below. I don't know why I did, if I could throw out the first 30 seconds of most videos, I think out of the 700 or so videos on the channel, I think I would do that with about 650 of them. This one's added to that list. I don't know how to start episodes, okay? I'm sorry. I did have something I wanted to touch on. I saw an interesting tweet and I didn't read any of the comments. And I guess I'm glad I can do that, because now I don't have any ideas. Someone asked the question, what would Sega have to do to get you back? You know what I mean? Like, what if Sega this console gen came back and they just said, yeah, man, we have new hardware coming out. We're going to call it the Sega whatever. I know that wouldn't make a lot of sense given that people are probably already pretty well dug in with their PS5s and their Xbox Series and their PCs and their Switches. Ignore that. Let's just say, what would they literally have to do? I feel like, number one, the hardware means almost nothing. Just make it stronger than the Switch. And, I don't know, maybe be able to compete graphically somewhat. You don't have to, though, if you make your games fun. Also, what? There we go. Oh boy. Oh no, I'm going backwards! We're fucked anyway. I mean, this won't be a popular idea, but what if they went full-blown exclusive like Nintendo? What if, all of a sudden, what's a Sega game? Is Bayonetta still considered Sega? Or didn't Nintendo buy that? The rights to it. I have no idea. If Bayonetta's on the list, you make Bayonetta, Sonic. What else is Sega? Persona? Oh man, that would be real unpopular if they did that shit. Oh boy, so do y'all remember the episode where I just whooped Shadow immediately? What the fuck am I doing wrong? Oh my god, this fucking game sucks so fucking bad. This game sucks. This game is the fucking worst piece of garbage ever. It's just as bad as Sonic Adventure 1. It's just slightly better because there's no horrible open world. Jesus fucking Christ, Sega. Anyways, here's how you can come back in the console world. Have exclusives. I don't care how fucking anti-exclusive you are. I've had people call me, out of all people, a corporate shill. Because, exclusives only help, the company and their anti-consumer. I'm just coming from a place of, listen, man, who would buy a fucking Nintendo Switch if you fucking knew you could play Breath of the Wild on your PC legally? If Nintendo was like, here you go, here's Breath of the Wild in 4K 60 frames on your fucking PC, you'd all do it. Or your Xbox. So it's I don't. Companies need you to buy the hardware. They make a big investment. I did it, yay. Companies lose money to make consoles. Do you understand that? They need to sell, I think, one article I read said that most companies have to sell about 30 million units to start turning a profit. So to say like, oh, fuck exclusives. So you're asking a company to make consoles at a loss. and then they put their games everywhere so that no one has to buy said console. You know, great business strategy. Listen, man, I'm as anti-capitalist as they come. I'm a full-blown communist, basically. But like, the console and the games you want to play will no longer exist if there's no ROI. You know what I mean? Like, that's just fucking stupid. Yuji Naka, isn't that fucker in jail for fucking tax evasion or shell corporation laundering or whatever the fuck? Seriously, whenever I see people that are like anti-console exclusive, I'm just like, hey man, we should just have one video game console then. Just put every game on it and no competition, right? Do you know what would happen then? They would do whatever the fuck they wanted. Every game would be $140, and that one all-powerful console would be thousands. And if you play PC, just shut the fuck up. I don't even care what you have to say. This is your average PC user. At the time of this recording, the Masters, a golf tournament, is going on. This is what an average conversation with a PC user is like. Hey man, did you see the Masters the other day? I was playing PC. Oh. Okay, cool. So you didn't see any part of the 4K 60 frames ray tracing full blown is what my rig is capable of. Oh, okay. I didn't ask, but all right. What do you want to grab for dinner? I was thinking we could go to like get a burger someplace from like a fancy place like Kumo's Corner or Weber. Dude, I fucking have a 4K monitor curved. 2 of them. Oh, all right. Well, I did. Okay. And you want to do... Shut the fuck up, console peasant. Oh, all right. Cool. You know what? I think I'm just going to... I'm going to go home and sodomize myself. It's probably better than sitting here talking to you. You seem real awesome. They're literally the new vegans. Can I skip this? Nope. Sure as hell can't. Let's just say at least this is quicker than it was in fucking Sonic Adventure 1. So now we have the worst part of the game coming up, folks, and boy oh boy am I excited. To finish my thought though, if Sega came back, yeah, make all of your IPs exclusives. Just be as graphically competent as the Xbox One and the PS4, and I think you'd get us back. I've said this before in some of my other videos, but I kind of feel like the Nintendo Switch needs to be the standard going forward in that your console should be dockable to a TV or a monitor, and it should be handheld, mobile. Oh my god, is this fucking stupid? Sega probably thought they were probably so fucking proud of this.
Adventure 2, last episode. Wishes are eternal.
What the fuck does that even mean? Wishes are eternal. So the little boy wished to like become a fireman, but he died of cancer at the age of 7. Is his wish still eternal? God, that was morbid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So basically now, what the game is going to do is it's going to give us another space level. And we're going to play as everybody for one level. If we get a game over, we have to start at the very beginning as whoever the first fucking character is. The level sucks, it's really long, and it's just awful in every way, shape, or form, and I don't want to do it.
What's that? That vibration? Hey, wait. Someone is coming. You haven't...
Was this game mo-capped?
All over for us.
What do you mean?
I just received a message
I will say, when I was a kid, this whole part blew my brain. Oh, it's approaching Earth, yet outside looks completely still. It's so fucking stupid.
This is a death sentence for every human being on Earth. If my calculations are correct, the space colony
Oh my god, that person looks worse than a fucking Bethesda character.
3 seconds. All of you will be destroyed, along with your beloved planet Earth.
Would the Ark really be big enough to destroy life on Earth? It looks like it's pretty small. Now look at them on the Ark! Look at that! Does it look like they're hurling towards the planet? Jesus Christ, Sega. Some people tell me this is the good one. Isn't Maria his granddaughter? Or his daughter? One of the two? You know what? I'm a parent. Man, they fucking court-martialed his ass. If the government killed my daughter or granddaughter, yeah, you know what? If I'm gonna die, yeah, you know, I would send something towards Earth to murder you all. Sorry. I'm dead. I don't have to worry about it. You killed all my offspring. Fuck you. Okay, maybe you make it so that Ark just crashes into the military facility. You know?
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
This all blew my mind, though, that, like, Shadow isn't the real Shadow. Shadow's not really the ultimate life form. The only thing that pissed me off is this endgame boss is pretty much just a fucking Lizard Chaos copy. Like, he looks exactly identical.
But then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter...
Oh, it's her granddaughter.
I hope you are all safe.
So what was he working on that was going to help mankind? Does anyone...
Fall into the wrong hands.
Into the wrong hands. The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident.
Boy, oh boy, this is all going to be in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie.
When the Ark was shut down, she meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died.
What about her mom? What about your daughter? Or son, whoever Maria's parents are?
I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her somehow.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I kind of vibe and relate with Professor Gerald Robotnik here.
Based on my original
Y'all want to hear a story and Judge Wash Dad? So I'm at the playground the other day, and I just want to preface this with, little boys suck. Little boys suck, and I'm so happy I had a fucking daughter. I know that's not a popular opinion, because a lot of men treated women like shit, and that's the only men out there that don't want daughters. Sorry, it's just the truth, ladies. If you're dating a guy and he talks about not wanting a daughter, just know he's worried that someone will treat his daughter the way he treated women. So, sorry. Anyways, my daughter and I are playing this game. She runs up this like 15-foot ladder. She can... Wow, the fucking planet Earth isn't even getting closer outside. Jesus Christ, Sega. Did you make any attempt at this? So we're playing this game where she goes down the slide and I'm at the bottom of the slide pretending to take a nap. And she slides into me and like wakes me up and I'm all shocked. We do this for like 20 minutes. Because you do whatever the fuck you can with your kid to have fun. And it was really kind of sweet. And it was a good time. And it's funny. There's like other parents on the playground that see us playing, and they're all kind of like laughing, like, "Oh, isn't that sweet?" This little jagoff boy, who just I wish all of the bad things on the world for him. My daughter's 2.5. She's maybe 3 feet tall. This little boy is getting upset that he keeps waiting for her because she's not the fastest climber. She's climbing the ladder and then going down the slide. There's other ways to get up to the slide. There's like a little rock thing you could climb. There's like a wooden tree stump staircase, but it's like farther away. Oh boy, this fucking shit ass level is starting. Oh god. Anyways, this little boy's getting pissed off that he keeps having to wait for her to like go down the slide, and then he's got to wait for both of us to. All right, cool. So can I kill this guy, or what is going on? Well, that's fun. Fun game design, guys. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself. This little boy gets pissed that he keeps having to wait for my daughter. Which is fine, I get it. This boy, by the way, is about 8 or 9, if not older. He's old. He's like a foot taller than her, and like you can just tell by the speech he's using that he's old. And eventually he stops waiting to climb the ladder, and he starts going around, and he's like an athletic, quick little boy, as most of them are, and he decides to go around and so he gets up there. Sorry, it's like this level's hard. I have to fucking pay attention. He goes around the long way. Now he's waiting at the top of the staircase. And my daughter gets near the top. Now, mind you, it's like a cold day. It's not winter, but it's a cold day out. He takes my daughter's winter hat and just puts it over her head, so she can't see what she's doing. She is at the top of the ladder now, and falling would be a 15-foot fall at this point. It's dangerous. Okay, I'm setting the picture for you that it's dangerous what this kid is doing. And I'm at the bottom of the ladder, doing my best to keep it fucking together here. And I'm like, hey kid, stop. Like, she's 2, she's gonna fall. He doesn't stop. Which, for those of you unaware, you have a lot of power as a parent and an adult with most kids. It rocks, for the most part. You ask a kid to stop, and they do. This kid doesn't stop after the first ask, and I'm like, all right. I go, hey, 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 and I look at him, and I am a little bit louder, a little bit deeper, and a little bit more grungier, and I'm like, hey, stop! And he doesn't stop. And get this, folks, the little fucker looks at me and smiles. And is still doing it. So now, my daughter, who's fumbling at the top of this ladder to balance herself on it and trying to see why she cannot lift her hat over her eyes, is almost falling down. So now I'm climbing up the ladder to, like, make sure she doesn't fucking fall 15 feet, which, folks, when I was in 2nd grade, I broke my arm from a fall that was maybe less than 3 feet. This is 15 feet and her going fully backwards. So this is dangerous, is what I'm trying to say. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, cool. Please open. I climb up there and I do something that, okay, is going to be a little controversial. You know, one of the rules of parenting is you don't grab someone else's kid. Unless, and I've had multiple parents confirm with me, your own child's safety is in danger. Which at this point, my child's safety is in danger. So I grab the little fucker's arm off my kid's head, and I look at him with like that grunted like teeth face, and I'm like, fucking stop! And I grab hard. I grab hard. I know. I grab hard. Like I'm pretty sure I hurt him. Kid runs screaming to his mom. And, you know, the mom is not happy. And I'm explaining to her what happened. And I'm like, hey, he was trying to push my kid off of that fucking ladder right over there. And I point to the ladder. And she's just not having any of it. She's like, because the kid cried and ran to his mom. And she's like, oh my God, like you grabbed my little Chad. My little Chadworth. And I'm just like, all right, you know what? I'm not arguing with you, lady. Okay, my kid's safety was in danger. Maybe teach your kid to not, you know, pick on little girls who are less than half his age. So the fucking thing is over now, but, you know, I'm sorry. I just don't give a shit. I just don't. Oh. Oh my God, we just barely made it. I just don't. Fuck that kid. Fuck that fucking kid. Because you know what? I'm not the parent of a boy. Oh no, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm not the parent of a boy. So I shouldn't comment, I guess. But like, don't let your kid fucking do that shit. Like, I would have appreciated... Okay, what the fuck even happened there? I would have appreciated if the mom had at least looked at her son and been like, hey, Alex, or whatever the fucking little dipshit's name was, and go, hey, you don't do that. And then look at me and go, you know, I'm sorry my son did that, but I don't think you should put your hands on other people's kids. And you know what? I might have apologized. But those fucking moms and dads out there, can I just say fuck you when your little Johnny does anything fucking wrong and your fucking first instinct is just like, oh yeah, he did nothing wrong. Little Johnny could never, ever do anything wrong. You're raising a future fucking rapist. I'm sorry. You're raising a future rapist. You're raising a kid that is going to have no idea what consent is. He's going to have no idea what no means. And he's going to think that no matter what he ever does, it's never that bad. Because his mommy and daddy, who are just complete dipshits, told him his entire life that nothing he did was that bad. So fuck you, parents of boys out there. Stop being a shitty parent. Go fuck yourself and learn to tell little Johnny when he's doing wrong. Okay? Can you do that? For us girl dads out there, we would appreciate you if you could just suck a little less. And believe me, I've known multiple moms and dads who have been like that with their sons. It fucking sucks. I'm not going to say any names, but someone I used to be related to. Take that as you will. He got a DUI, number one. Failed out of college, number two. Not judging, just, Oh, thank God I have the fucking water thing. What else did he do? Oh, very Christian family. I'm not saying I care about this because I've done the same thing. I'm just saying very, very Christian family and a very racist family that used to often be very racist and talk about how well, black people, you know, they never fucking pay attention to their kids. Like shit like that makes you go, "Oh boy, I don't like this family." And it's just funny that like their kid fucking got a woman pregnant out of wedlock and wasn't the best dad, let's just say that. He used every excuse under the book to not parent. And he made his mom do most of the parenting, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure at some point you've said some racist nonsense about how every black kid is raised by, like, their grandma. And here we are. Here we are with you, you being the grandma of this baby and you raising it. Anyways, a lot to unpack there, I know. I'm just saying, man, parents who refuse to fucking, like, fucking tell their kids they're being shitty and stupid and that they suck sometimes. You suck. Like, you're just awful. Here's the thing. Let's turn it around. What if it had been my kid? What if my kid had, like, pulled someone's hat over their head and was, like, nearly pushing them down and a parent, like, grabbed her? Fucker. I wouldn't be happy either, but also I'd look at my kid and be like, why were you doing that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't do that. And then I'd look at the parent and be like, you know, this is a little girl. I think it's different because it's a girl. I'm going to be honest, too. If it had been like an 8-year-old girl doing this, I probably wouldn't have been as mad. Just because, I'm going to be honest, ladies, some of y'all are just bitches to each other. It's just kind of like, kind of the way of the world. And also, it's like, I'm not going to grab a little girl. Maybe that's being misogynist. I don't know. Anyways, that's my story. If you've made it this far into the video, I know some of you probably have opinions. I've told many, many, many people this story. And for the most part, it's pretty 50-50. A lot of dads who also have girls are like, you know what? Fuck that kid. Oh, good. What the fuck did you want me to do? A lot of them were like, fuck that kid. And a bunch of them were like, all right, your child's safety was at risk, so we're not going to judge you too harshly for grabbing the little fucker. But, like, don't ever aim to hurt. Which, I didn't really... So where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? Excuse me? Excuse me. This is where the fucking episode ends if I don't know where the fuck to go. Do you see a place for me to go? Oh, okay. Anyways. Don't touch my fucking daughter, okay? That's all. That's today's lesson. And to be honest, I'll throw your fucking kid in a fucking wood chipper. He looks like he's gonna hurt my little girl. Sorry! If some of you don't like hearing that. Rest assured, someday, if the worst of the worst that could happen to a girl, and I won't even say the word because I don't even want to put it out there into existence, I will just buy a gun and probably murder him. You know, like, I know, sweetie, you're going to see me from behind bars the rest of your life. But hey, your attacker will be dead. Also, what am I... Oh, okay. I told my own family the story, and even my own family was like, all right, you know, you might have overreacted, but also, like, I think my uncle had a good thing to say. He was like, you know, in the future, why don't you just grab your kid and get out of there? And that didn't sit... Oh, no. God damn it. Folks, if I get a game over, this is... You will not see an episode for a long time. For a long, long time. Oh, I had to start all the way back here. But then that little boy kind of wins. We weren't hurting anyone. We were just fucking playing. Which, by the way, this is why I think little boys fucking suck fucking ass. The amount of times a little boy has just, like, intersected me and my kid just playing together. Not to just play with us, mind you. Not to play with us, just to ruin the game we're playing. I don't give a shit if your kid is not old enough to know. I don't. Fuck off. Also, how about this? The way I parent my kid is... I'm usually right there watching everything she's doing. Everything. If I see her being shitty to another kid or taking a toy she shouldn't, I interject. I say, hey, don't do that. Don't take that. And she stops. And, the other parent's usually pretty grateful. Pay attention to your shitty kids. Because if this fucking dumbass mom, who, yeah, I'm calling a shitty parent, thanks. If this mom... Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna get a game over, folks. I'm gonna have to do all this shit again. This is why I didn't want to fucking do this. If that shitty mom had seen what was going on, maybe she fucking interjects herself and I don't have to. Maybe she goes, hey, stop doing that to that little girl. And maybe the whole situation goes away, but we got a shitty parent that's just on her fucking phone, not watching what her shitty kid is doing, and, that's what happened. Listen, I'm on my phone too. Here and there. But, I'm at least aware of what's going on. If there's another kid near her or interactions could happen, I'm usually off my phone, if I'm being honest, folks. I've had enough instances where I'm like, I shouldn't be on my phone here. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, sweet Jesus. You take that E and you shove it up your ass, alright? That E stands for my erect dick going in that level designer's fucking skull. Fuck you. I always hated that as a kid playing that level. Anyways, this is Wash Dad Plays. Okay, Dad, it says I have a daughter in the bio, so if you didn't like that very long-winded dad story that I told in probably the longest, dumbest way possible, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, man, this whole parenting thing, man, we're all doing our best. We're all navigating the best we can. Moms and dads of sons. Some of you are raising rapists, okay? There's over 100,000 rape kits sitting at all police departments nationwide. That is a fact. You can Google it. And all of those kids had parents who did their best, I'm sure. Some of you need to do better, though, okay? Can you do a little better? I'm honestly not even worried. I'm 6'1", almost 6'2". My girlfriend's 5'11". I've seen so many teenage girls at the mall when I take my kid who are taller than both their parents. If I race some 6'2" volleyball player, girlfriend played volleyball. My girlfriend is, you know, a larger framed woman who takes no shit from anyone. If any of you are curious, I think in like her freshman year of high school, a boy snapped her bra, which is a thing boys did, I guess. I never saw it happen, but she beat the shit out of that kid and then was suspended for 3 days. So if my daughter is anything like her mom, you know, I'm not too worried. Number one, if anyone tries to fuck with her, they're going to have to be tall. And they're going to have to be strong. Because she's already showing some mini She-Hulk traits. Like, there have been some instances where, like, some older, bigger boys are trying to do something at the playground, and the parents are all like, oh my God, be careful, oh my God. And then, like, my daughter goes up to do the same thing, and the parents are like, whoa, are you sure she's okay? Are you sure she's okay? And I'm like, no, she's good. She's, not judging. You know, all our kids are going to be as athletic as they, you know, are. Some are just a little forward than most. That looks like a throbbing dick. Those are my balls every morning with my morning wood. Anyways. At the end of this cutscene, folks, we'll call it an episode. It's been great, you know? Don't we love these little fucking story times we do? I mean, I didn't force any of you to hit the fucking subscribe button or click on the video or watch over 30 minutes of me. Look at this. This thing is literally just fucking chaos, and they gave it a lizard body. Seriously. Sega, you didn't have a creative bone in your body when you did this one. Cannot wait to see, what's his name? Christian Hayden, whatever the fuck his name is. Anakin Skywalker's gonna voice him. The prototype of all. How is this the prototype and Shadow is the final fucking frontier of that? How do we go from that to that? By the way, this boss sucks. So, in the next episode, which is hopefully the finale, get ready to see some screaming, because I'm sure I'm going to struggle with this one. We hope you've all enjoyed story time. Let me know in the comments if you think I parented wrong or right. I'll make sure to take all your opinions and stick them in my piss hole. Good night, everyone.